Hello everyone and welcome to this Video Sans Frontières video. My name is Jay Wakefield and some of you might be wondering where the Compact Presario is. Well, the Compact Presario 2240 has been temporarily taken out of service because I need to do some work on this machine. Now this computer is a legend. No, literally, it's a legend. What it is the Packard Bell Legend 406 CD. And according to the spec sticker, what this machine has is an Intel 75MHz Pentium processor, 850MB hard drive, 8 megs of RAM, upgradable to 72 megs, exceeds MPC Level 2 multimedia specifications. And the sound system is a 16-bit SRS 3D amphitheater stereo sound system with integrated speakers. No it isn't. Not anymore. Peripherals, 14,400 bits per second fax modem and mouse. I find it funny how they put that on the same line. Quad speed CD-ROM drive, telephone answering system, music on hold, call monitoring and screening, speed dial, record phone conversations, video capabilities, MPEG-1 full motion video playback, 1MB video memory upgradable to 2MB, PCI local bus video, PCI local bus IDE hard drive interface. The software, Packard Bell Navigator, designed for Windows 95, plus a popular selection of software titles from Microsoft, Active Imagination, Knowledge Adventure 7th Level, Macromedia and more. Special feature, Packard Bell's fast media keyboard access makes it easy to use all your computer's electronic appliances at the press of a key. Oh, I'm using a compact keyboard. Anyway, what this is the Packard Bell Legend 406 CD, and some of you Video Sans Frontières viewers will know this machine, as will Blue Planet 64 viewers. Blue Planet 64 viewers will remember me getting this machine from the States. Unfortunately, now has come the time to say goodbye. Yes, I no longer own this machine. As of this morning, 16th of June, 2014, I sold this computer for £70. And what I have done with this money is, well, I'm actually getting another Packard Bell. It's going to be a 486 one. Plus, I am needing to get rid of some desktop machines, as I'm also getting a Compact Desk Pro, a Pentium 1 Compact Desk Pro. So that will take the place of my Pentium Windows 95 machine. It has two 5¼ inch drive bays, whereas this only has one. The 3x3 case design I find incredibly sleek. I really like it, but unfortunately it's quite impractical. Floppy drive, CD-ROM drive, hard drive underneath the, was it the floppy or the CD-ROM? I can't remember. Not very practical, no. It's, so, well, the time has came to say goodbye. But before I can wrap it up in millions of bubble wrap and send it on its way, what I need to do is wipe it. and put a clean install of Microsoft Windows on here. So, if you give me a wee moment, I'll go and find the CD-ROM. Now, before I switch on the machine, I would like to talk a wee bit about the specs. Most of the specs are as they were when the machine left the factory. However, for a while I had a Sound Blaster 16 card installed on here. But I've decided to go back to the original Aztec Washington. In fact, I decided to do that before I actually sold the machine. About a year. Well, maybe not a year ago, but I don't know actually. Wasn't so long ago. It was a wee while ago, but not terribly long. I don't know. The machine got some upgrades when I first got it because I wanted a 95 machine. The RAM was upgraded, for instance, pretty much straight away. I got two 16 meg modules out of a Roland synthesizer, and put those in to upgrade the RAM from 8 meg to 40. The 850 meg hard drive was, well, it was tiny, especially with the Packard Bell software on it, which I really wanted on here because it really wouldn't be a Packard Bell without it. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, why would you want all that bloatware, man? I like factory installs, what can I say? Anyway, well, I don't know. I mean, Packard Bell software, back then it was all full stuff. It wasn't demos, it wasn't adware, it wasn't, you didn't click on an icon and it'd be like, oh, you can order this product, or you can have a 30-day trial. It wasn't like, now you'll buy a new machine and it'll have a Microsoft Office icon, and you think, that's strange, I've never had to click on an icon called Microsoft Office, I've just had the programs there. Oh well, never mind. You click on it and it's like, oh, you need to enter a product key now, or you can have a 30-day trial. Which is it to be? No, all the software that this originally came with was full software. Anyway, I upgraded this computer's hard drive to a 3.2 gigabyte Quantum. Unfortunately, when I tried to power up the original hard drive using a PC USB to IDE kit to try and get access to the system, James, what's it called now? The credentials file. When I plugged it in, the original hard drive emitted a bang. Not while it was installed in here. Like I said, it was connected up to my main machine at the time using a USB to IDE adapter. Scared me, but suffice it to say, that drive was gone. And the CD-ROM drive was also upgraded, because, the original had gone. But anyway, so that was a machine, as it was. So now, let's switch it on and see what I've done with it. I wasn't aware. Oh, look, there we go. This is the PB600 board. I did upgrade the BIOS, so I could actually connect up larger hard disks to this machine. There is a CD drive connected. I just don't know why on this machine it never would actually show the CD-ROM drive in the BIOS. At the post screen, I don't know. And Microsoft Plus on this. Now I've got everything going. Because I mustn't have powered this machine up after I swapped the Creative Labs Sound Blaster 64, out of this machine. When I put the system back to the original sound card, put the original sound card back in this system, I'd obviously not switched it on. I didn't realise that sound card is not a plug-and-play device. So you actually have to have Windows go and detect it. Which it did, fine enough. I was obviously just a wee bit feared. Something else I have added to this system, which I can show you. Oh, and you're going to see this as a resource conflict. All Packard Bells have this. It's absolutely fine though. It's just one of those things. I have used the COM port on this for the remote control that you can get, the Fast Media remote. Didn't come with this. I'm not selling it with that. But yeah, the Aztec Sound Galaxy Washington 16 is installed, along with the GamePort joystick and MPU 401 compatible. Can't believe I forgot that for a moment there. Packard Bell 14.4 AM brackets SP modem dash sound card, and look what's in here. PCI Ethernet DEC chip 21041 based adapter. Yep, I actually upgraded this to Ethernet, just in case I ever wanted to connect it up to the network. Never did. And I had Office for Windows 95. Perfect companion to a machine like this, I think. Yep, set up the way I like it. Arial size 14. It's actually the first time I've used this machine on a squarish monitor. Really. This isn't a 4x3 monitor though, it's a 5x4. So, please forgive me for that. Anyway, it's time to actually go and see about getting this working. So what I'll do, I'll put the boot disk in. It's just a regular Windows 95A boot disk. It might not work, I'll have to see. But I can't use an original Packard Bell. I'm going to use a master CD that I imported from the States as well, actually. I can't actually use an original boot disk because this is not the original CD-ROM drive. So I can't remember if I can actually use a standard Windows 95 boot disk on here. Actually, I think I should be able to. I think on a Windows 95 disk there's store programs on the CD. So there we go, we're actually booting from the boot disk. Oh, right, never mind about that. Just ignore that, okay. Yeah. I forgot how to boot disk really good. Really sorry about that. There we go. So, first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Fdisk and see how the hard drives are set up, actually, because this is a 3.2 gig hard disk, so obviously there is slight issue because this Packard Bell uses the original Windows 95, and of course the original Windows 95 and 95A only recognise FAT16 hard drives. What I'm going to do is I'm going to format both of these drives manually. So format not X, C:\/Q/S. Now I'm not sure if it'll actually copy the system files, because obviously you know, there's no HiMem system driver loaded. That shouldn't be a problem for restoring though, I don't think. Oh, okay. Not a problem. Is this on the floppy? Yes, it is. All right. Okay, so that's both hard disks formatted. Now the computer is completely unbootable, but I can kind of fix that by typing sys:/c, sorry, from the floppy disk. And basically what that's going to do is copy the system files from A drive to the C drive. And that will make, while it'll make the machine bootable, you'll just be entered into a very basic command prompt. I'll show you. So if I eject the disk and hit the reset button, see, I remember ordering this machine from America, how excited I was that I was finally getting my own 90s Packard Bell. After having seen Billy with all of his on his video on his YouTube channel for about 3 months. They're not bad systems at all. I don't think. The 90s ones are pretty reliable, but I am more a compact person. We all, computer collectors, we all have different things that we like to specialise in. And to be honest, I like Dells and I like compacts. So, yeah. Anyway, this, as you can see, the machine is booted up, but if we do dir, we'll find there's literally hee-haw on it. So just put this disk back in. I'm stalling now. I'm scared that the files to start the restore won't be on the CD, and then I'll have to go and find take the floppy disk and then burn an image, and not sure if it's the right image, that'll actually start the restore. Anyway, yes, I've just got to face it. Right. So, like I said, I've had to, I did partition the drive. The thing about the FAT16 file system is it can only support partition sizes of up to 2.01 gig, and as this is a 3 gigabyte hard drive, that's kind of a 2.01. 2.2 gig. Sorry. As it's a 3 gigabyte hard drive, I do have to have partition the drive into 2 separate partitions. Now, let's see what's on this disk, shall we? Let's see if it's even read by the disk drive. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's try. So this is the Packard Bell Restore menu. Very nice. The European Packard Bell Restore discs look nothing like this, and yes, I am actually going to be restoring this from an American CD image, but I think I'm perfectly okay doing that because it's an American machine. As common as the Legend 406s are. Oh, restore. It is on the CD somehow. There we go. And I know the 55600. Well, if it's not 556001, oh yes, it actually is 556001. So there we have. I the only reason I know this format number, well, I know it partly because it's easy to remember, and partly because of Billy Corr, and our mutual friend from France. We actually have a friend in France who is basically a human he is basically, to quote someone out of the 2002 version of the Time Machine, he is a compendium of all human knowledge about Packard Bell and Packard Bell related things. He actually knows a lot about Packard Bells. If I ever have any Packard Bell questions, I go straight to him and ask, because he can usually get me the answer. But Billy Corr is also extremely knowledgeable about Packard Bells. If I'm having any problems, with any of my equipment, especially if I was having problems with a mid-90s Packard Bell like this one, Billy is usually there to help me, and he does. He's very approachable about that, and he is because I mean that is Billy's speciality. I mean he likes Packard Bells and to a lesser extent Gateway 2000s, and that is what he knows. So yeah, if you have any Packard Bell issues, go and talk to Billy Corr. His YouTube channel is Road Geek. And yeah, I'm not. That's he didn't ask me to do this shout out. It doesn't necessarily matter that he did a shout out for me about Compaq, as do quite a few people. I appreciate that. I do actually appreciate that. But I also appreciate that Billy's actually best for Packard Bells. So, this is restoring, because it's a Pentium 75, it will take a while. So, if you're restoring your Packard Bell computer, I would recommend that you go and make yourself a wee cup of tea. I would, but I'm actually, oh dear, I seem to be actually doing it I seem to be actually doing it Billy Corr style tonight, because I've got a can of Pepsi. The sort of thing that Billy would have had. I guess before I go to bed tonight, I should probably load up Fatty Bear's birthday surprise on this thing and have a wee play before I head to bed. No, joking aside, all I plan to do with this computer is actually restore it. Restore it, make sure it goes, and then that'll be it. I'm going to put it away because it's not mine, and then tomorrow, well, I'll get a tape measure on it first and, measure it up for a box. I'll get some packaging tomorrow and I will have it sent out. I want buyer satisfaction. That's what I want. It's usually nice when you can please your customers on eBay. It's one thing that That's the first thing in the J. Wakefield School of Business, is try and please your customers. Not that I am qualified in any way about businesses, but I would say please your customers. Other people would be like, "Gee, you won't crack the whole idea about being in business is you make money." Well, yeah, but if you please your customers, repeat custom I found is one of the biggest money spinners in business. But I also like to keep people happy. No, I actually do. Anyway, I'll pause this, and once this is finished the first part of the restore process, I'll be back. Now, the restore has successfully completed, or that is what I'm told. Success. The restoration was successfully completed. Now, if my hard drive had have had the format info, that is to say, the file that will fill out the system credentials sheet, in the system credentials program, which comes with a standard Packard Bell install, if my hard drive had have had that info, I would not have needed to actually type in the format number manually. It would have just recognised it, because it did when I had the original hard drive in this system. Anyway, I'll just hit enter. It's just going to be a wee bit more floppy disk drive activity. Oh, that's nice. Bad commander file name. Luckily, normally it likes to copy the system files, but because I did that myself, hopefully, I've ejected the floppy disk now. Hopefully now, what should happen is it should actually boot itself into Windows 95. Was it going to? Starting Windows 95. Congratulations on the purchase of your new Packard Bell computer. We are sure that it will meet your computing needs. Why, thank you. Thank you for choosing Packard Bell. It feels odd that I'm the one to be doing this. Normally, this is the sort of thing you'd expect to see on Billy's channel. Not mine. Not that I have a slew of compact quick restore discs. I mean, I have one for the Presario 2240, one for the Presario 1220, and one for an Armada 1700, which I don't yet have. Importing file 100% complete. I like this bit of setup. It looks like Windows 3.1. This is the system detection, detecting new devices. I actually prefer this way of doing it to the newer way, actually, because if it can't find the stuff it needs, it just... See, I'm not used to seeing that dialog box within the Windows 3.1 kind of shell. With the Windows 3.1 UI, that's a Windows 95 dialog box, but using the Windows 3.1 UI, it's just odd. Now, believe it or not, this system actually came with Windows 3.1 originally. But, I mean, this system was made on the 13th of July, I believe, 1995. It came with Windows 3.1, but it did actually have... you could actually get it with Windows 95. Installed. So it's really it'll go it'll go with both. I mean, I'm using a Windows 95 Restore CD and it's taking to it just fine. Now, I'm not sure when Microsoft actually started offering coupons for Windows 95, but as my system was built on the 13th of July 1995 and Windows 95 came out in August, I would say that this one hopefully probably should have been offered with a coupon. I don't know how we determined it, but I think Billy and I determined that the machine would have originally came with Windows 3.1. I'm just trying to think about it, because the machine will have been tested on the 13th of July. Surely it should have taken a bit more time to actually, get it through the distribution channels and into a shop. I would have thought, anyway. So, I mean, what I'm saying is, by the time this system was actually on a, in a shop, Windows 95 might have came out, and if it's being sold with Windows 3.1, yeah, it wasn't exactly. I mean, it wasn't exactly a higher end machine, but it certainly wasn't bargain basement either. See, the thing about the 406 CD is, it was quite often advertised, and yes, I have actually seen quite a lot of publicity about this machine. And it seems that these were quite often advertised alongside the Packard Bell Legend 822. Bit of Packard Bell trivia there for you. So it was kind of like, you could have, the Packard Bell 406 CD, or if you wanted a wee bit more, you could, move on up, as it were, to the 822. And why not? Really, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you? The 822 is a fantastic machine. 100 megahertz processor, mini tower case, 1.2 gigabyte hard drive over this one's 850. Okay, so now it's setting up the hardware, which is nice. I'm glad it's doing that. This is typical Packard Bell installation. The kind of system recovery that leaves you feeling, well, I know what a Windows installation looks like, and I kind of know roughly which order things are supposed to go in, but I just don't know what it's doing here. Having said that, I do actually believe that this is at the right point. Hopefully, the CMOS battery should still be good. I mean, I replaced the CMOS battery not too long after I actually bought this system. Microsoft Exchange. Yeah, because that's what we're thinking about when we've just installed a fresh copy of Windows 95. Getting our email set up. Do you want to set up your drivers? No. Do you want to set up your you want to set up things that you need to make your computer work? No. Do you want to... That's a Avast on my main machine. No, I want to set the very first thing I want to do before anything else, before I've even, sorted out user accounts or anything, I want to set up my email. Yeah, this is kind of why Windows 95 didn't offer to set your email up straight away again, I think. And what is happening now? I'm just getting confused.
Welcome from Packard Bell. We offer you two computing environments to choose from, Packard Bell's Navigator or Microsoft Windows. You may also begin by taking a quick lesson on using the mouse.
Quick lesson on using the mouse. Mice aren't necessarily there to be used, are they? I thought they just kind of went around eating cheese and like gnawing holes, into the skirting board of your house. I don't want to use these wee fellas. I just don't think that animal exploitation... Wow, no wonder so many people didn't like Packard Bell. Wow, promoting animal exploitation. Using a mouse. Using a mouse to do what, I might ask?
Welcome to Navigator's living room.
Ah, God, you're wished. I want to check this actually even works. Right, okay, so we've got Works 3. This brings back memories. Let's have a look, see what we're doing. 40 megs of RAM, Packard Bell OEM info, and yes, it's American. Like I said, American system. That's absolutely fine. Ethernet card's been disabled. I'll just re-enable that. Don't know why they've disabled that. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I mean, this hardware resource conflict, usually there in all Packard Bells, Billy can tell you, but it's not necessarily a problem. System credentials. Now this won't work because there's no format information on the hard drive because it's not the original. But you can control Alt Delete out of it. And just what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this system. Well, I'm going to restart the system now that I've re-enabled the network card. See, now I don't know why Windows 95 setup seems to start with this. I just don't really. Now it's saying it needs to.
Welcome from Packard Bell.
So I'll just go and have a look at that, and I'll be right back. So, I've deleted a few lines out of the autoexec.bat file, which I don't believe should have been there. It seemed to work when I tested it, so now let's actually boot this system up properly.
Welcome from Packard Bell. We offer you two computing environments to choose from, Packard Bell's Navigator or Microsoft Windows. You may also begin by taking a quick lesson on
Learning to drive. No, I'm only kidding on. So there we have it. The machine is seems to be working pretty well. Now, I think we have to test it. So, what's a good way to test this? Oh, I know. That's a Kenyan test completed. Now, I probably actually should have a wee look at where this machine is going. I'm hoping it's actually staying within the UK because I can't really afford to send it back overseas. I think it is actually, it's going to the south of England. Let me have a wee look. So I need to ship this machine. So let's I'm shipping it to, yes, like I said, the south of England. So, this is an American master CD. So there is a slight issue. Would you like to guess what it is? I'll give you a clue. Look how the clock's being set. Well, if you didn't get it, the whole system locale is actually set to American, as is the keyboard layout. So, I will need to actually change that. So I'll change it to English British. And I will also need to change the keyboard layout as well. That way there won't be any odd keys, you know, wrong symbols, anything like that when the new user comes to use the machine. If you buy an American computer and then go ahead and restore it using American media, recovery media, it's not going to work all that well. Well, I mean, it'll work fine. It just, you know, you'll just have to reconfigure the locality of the machine, you know, it's, yeah. Because it'll be set to American.
Welcome from Packard.
Oh, right, yeah. Try and keep it as original as I can. Navigator. There we go. Keyboard layout. Language. English United States. No, I want to add English British. And I want to set that as the default. The Windows 95 files have been copied to the computer in the place where I would normally be caught copying files. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to remove that. Windows cannot remove next time you start Windows. You want to continue? Yes. Yep. Yep. So everything else seems to have been removed. One thing that I find odd is that the modem isn't detected by default. If you want to detect the modem, what you have to do is go here and then just let it detect it. And it'll ping all the communications parts. Oh, it's found one. Now it's querying it. Packard Bell 14.4 AM SP modem sound card. So what is your purpose of visit to these United States of America? I don't know. What's all about? I don't know what the Andover dialing code is. What about... Oh! You can change that. Excellent. Modem's all nice and installed. Let's have a wee test with the keyboard layout. Yep, looks all fine to me. Backslash, what does that do? Backslash, and this wee odd key here. Yep. Yeah. And then I wonder, you get the... Yes, you do. Excellent. Right. That's all that sorted. So, I guess the best thing I can do now is shut the system down. I think I'm just going to give it one more restart. You know, just to check the, you know, with me changing the keyboard and everything. I will give it one final restart. And as soon as I'm happy with it, what I will do is I will then proceed to shut it down. And then that will be it for this video. So all I can say is, you know, quite I have quite enjoyed my just over 2.5 years of ownership of this machine, and I'm just sorry I never really seemed to gel with it really that well. I've got to be honest. I mean, it's a nice machine. I loved it, but I don't know why it just. I mean, there's some machines that I've got to have a go on it, you know, like
Welcome from Packard Bell. We offer you 2 computing.
Oh, come on, dude. Like the Presario 2240. I mean, it was just like, you know, sit there and it'd be like, oh, can I have a go on now? Can I have a play on Rayman or something? This, I don't know. It just with me anyway. It just never. I just never felt like it was calling me to it or anything, you know? I just never felt like it was, you know, I never really felt, oh, go on, I'll have a go. I mean, I did, because it was kind of like, well, I paid so much for it, you know, so it was kind of like, I'll have a go on the machine, and yeah, I did enjoy it, but I don't know, it wasn't, maybe it was because it was never set up in a place where I honestly don't know why I didn't use it as much as I could have done. But I mean, I guess that is my one regret about, you know, getting this machine is that I didn't use it as much as I could have done. Also, I probably could have waited to try and find a similar one in the UK and, you know, buy that instead of importing one from the States and paying all that shipping and then having to pay basically the actual price of the machine in taxes, import taxes. Import taxes are ridiculous. And what did it go to? Nothing good. Nothing to help benefit people with disabilities. No, it went to UK government pockets, if I'm honest. It basically went to the rich oligarchy who run the country. I resent, that's the main thing I regret about this machine. Being forced to pay loads of shipping duty, import duty, on a then, it was then, 17-and-a-half-year-old machine. Nearly 17 and a half years old. Why? Why should I have had to pay import duty on that? It was just a total rip. 16 and a half, sorry. Seriously, why? Why would you do that? Why just... really did boggle the mind. You know, and like I said, it's not as though the Tory government actually spend the money on anything that could actually help anyone. Oh, no. Because they've made that quite clear. That if you're in a vulnerable situation, it's your fault. And you're just going to have to get yourself out of it. Because obviously you put yourself there. So the fact that I had to pay those greedy urchins that shipping, that import duty, for them basically just to continue their hate campaign against vulnerable members of society. No, I'm not okay with that. If, however, my shipping duty had have went to Holyrood, it would have probably been put to good use. And I would have been okay paying that. But because it went to Mestwinster, no, I am not okay with that. Anyway, before this becomes a complete political rant, I'm going to shut this machine down. After I've double-checked the keyboard layout. It kind of looks like I'm swearing, doesn't it? Anyway. Shut down. Are you sure you want to shut down the computer? Restart the computer? Restart the computer in MS-DOS mode? I'll shut down the computer. Yep. I clicked the yes button. It's now safe to turn off your computer. I clicked the yes button. And, I hope you will all join me on September the 18th in clicking the yes button as well. Anyway, that was a video about the Packard Bell Legend 406 CD. Legend in name, legend in status. Really is a fantastic machine, this. Really, I have enjoyed having it. You know, I have enjoyed. I mean, I've not used it that much, but I have enjoyed the whole experience of owning a mid-90s Packard Bell. You know, I'm able to actually relate with all my friends that I made in the original Packard Bell group. And it's not like I'm actually going completely away from Packard Bell, because like I said, getting I think it's a Legend Multimedia that I'm getting. It's got a 486 in it. Could be an SX25 or an SX33, and that, for me, is going to be lots of fun, because I do enjoy 486s, so I am looking forward to this. But I really do hope that this machine will go on, and, you know, I hope the new owner gets lots and lots of pleasure out of it. I really do. I hope it helps him on his quest for retro computing. I really do. With that said, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, leave comments, whatever. If you like what I do on my channel, please feel free to like the page on Facebook. But that said, thank you for watching this video, Some Frontier video. And I hope you'll all join me for my next one. Oh, but before I go, I nearly forgot. I probably should roll a wee picture slideshow, shouldn't I?